Hey, it is day 2 of beginning this journey of trying to resalvage the time that I have being alive and maximizing that time by putting these benchmarks of getting to 300 dates and seeing who I become in the process of it. In the last less than 24 hours of me making my first video and kind of talking through the process, both for your understanding and my understanding, it's already beginning to bleed into my subconscious of like looking forward to something, so much so that I actually went to bed appropriately without scrolling, without like waiting until I was so exhausted that I couldn't even hold up my phone and just had to collapse, but rather I put the phone here on my desk area here and then went to bed there. By the way, it's sunset here in Dubai with this immaculate view of the Burj, and that'll be lighting up actually rather soon. But today's been highly productive, from waking up restful, which is like, holy shit, like that feels a world apart from how I normally wake up like deep into the morning. And I woke up around 9 something, which is early for me compared to most days. But I got up and I just, without much hesitation, went to the gym and did some cardio, did some weightlifting as much as I could without a trainer, as I'm kind of in the midst of traveling, and then came home, showered, took myself out to have brunch, which was like, against that self-care, and literally just went downstairs and next door to a restaurant and just ate there. But I was also productive throughout that process. I was writing down questions for the major meeting that I had today, the reason that I came to Dubai, to meet with the company and to meet with the owner. So I was watching a presentation, writing down my questions. And then after I came back from eating, like even as I was eating, I was watching and jotting down questions. Came home, brushed my teeth, and took a nap, which was actually very helpful. I felt a bit guiltish of like wanting to go straight to the office, but I snuck in probably 1 hour of napping, which was quite restful, and I felt human again. And then got up and I got connected to the owner. So I messaged him. I said, "Hey, what's heading, to see you and whatnot. What's the address details?" And that turned out to be a highly productive, not just one-on-one meeting, but thanks to this camera setup, which you can see here, this setup here, and this mic thing, the Rode system, I was able to record a full presentation, like full interview, with the owner, which that's going to be extremely powerful in reconveying that to my clients and audience in various parts of the world who cannot just hop to Dubai. On the actual dating side, because that's like, being productive on the getting my shit together side, but on the dating side, also very productive. I messaged this other girl in Dubai that I had connected with last time that I was in Dubai, and we never got a chance to connect. And so I messaged her before I went to sleep last night at like 1 something a.m. and then she responded this afternoon, like around 11 a.m., saying that she was in Jeddah and flying back to Dubai today, and she had just gone to do Umrah, because she was in Saudi Arabia for that. And I was like, "Oh, I'm actually going to do Hajj in a few weeks. Would love to hear about your journey over dinner." And she's like, "Sure." So I said, "Are you available? Is today better for you, this evening or tomorrow?" And she said, "Tomorrow, because she's meeting up with friends today." I was like, "Cool, enjoy." And so in the midst of tonight, I invited the girl from yesterday back here. So she's actually literally on the way here right now. as I'm making this. You know, surprisingly, as like messed up as my life is, in disarray as it is, I surprisingly have some things going on. And there's another girl in my Instagram that I did go out on one date with in Mexico, but she brought her friend, who brought her friend, and it turned out to be a complete mess. They started arguing. The friend of a friend is the one that came to spend more time with me, and turned out to like be a date with her. And so she messaged me something about like saying, if she comes to Dubai, let's also do Maldives, because I've been telling her that I want to take her out to the Maldives. And I said, I like how ambitious you are. It's adorable. She said, you probably found my replacement already. And I said, honey, I always keep room in my heart and wallet for our second overdue date, because that was well over like a year and a half ago. So somehow she's still single, because she should not be single, as delicious as she looks. But anyway, so activities are going on, from a date being set up for tomorrow, from having company this evening, to a future date being set up here in Dubai, as well as possibly Maldives, as well as I swiped a few times, but nothing really that interesting. You know, what I realize is that maybe I shouldn't really press for the dating side right now, but rather get more of my shit together, make my offer more appealing, make myself more ready for it, and then dating becomes a lot easier. I mean, it's like, you know, if you have money in the bank, if you have, you know, a fit body, if you're adventurous, dating becomes a lot easier. So here's what I'm thinking. Like, if I set up infrastructure with a very nice place, with like a very exotic car and a driver, and you know, it just becomes easy for a girl to plug into my infrastructure, then it becomes so much easier. So now when I'm working on my business side of things, like having that highly productive meeting, and now actually I sent that already to my editor, who's already working on it. In fact, I just got a message right now with a possible view of how it's coming together. Now it's working towards financially supporting those dates. So it becomes fun. It becomes like, oh, this is what I'm working towards. This is like the not the one big North Star, but rather like little boosts of accomplishment and dopamine and triumphant feeling, and it's just like it's this wonderful game that I've crafted for myself, and I'm really enjoying it. Not to mention like other girls, and it's just like I have a call with another girl. It's I don't want it to become too overwhelming. I definitely, you know, have to balance it all and whatnot, but it becomes nice bursts of like energy texts that I get throughout the day, of like progress in this little element or that little element. That's my videographer. He's wanting my attention. Right now, just setting up more infrastructure, setting up more of my self, again, I'm not going to judge myself too much right now about how. Let's take a look at this together. How much I am dating, but rather the progress that I'm making. Nice. Nice. Okay, so that's actually pretty solid of an intro because I just recorded that on my iPhone as I was like, it was supposed to be just a one-on-one meeting, but I turned it into like a mini vlog of to share with my audience. But anyway, I feel good. I feel like something different is happening. I feel like my biology is not resisting my goals. Because it's not like biology is this way and my goals are this way, but rather they're in alignment. It's giving me a boost. And then I hope to always have this feeling of looking forward to something, which is something that I've been missing for so long. Of like, that's why I got like a lot of kittens in my motherland of Bangladesh, and it just wasn't doing it for me. And after like a few weeks of having the kittens, they just started like being there, and I wasn't getting the kind of joy and excitement as I thought I would, and so I got a fifth kitten thinking that it would give me a boost. But this year it's like always new and adventurous, and like it's just like dynamic, and it's like a puzzle to solve. It's psychology. It's these fun little pull push games. It's like the same cookie cutter formula is not going to work in all with all the girls, and it's just it's very interesting and dynamic, and I really am enjoying it. Great work so far. Yeah, so I'm enjoying the process. When the girl comes over, we do have to get dinner at some point because I don't have food in this Airbnb, and then gonna try to also stay productive as I have to make money. So she's very understanding. She allows me to still work when I need to, but she spends a lot of time. Like she'll leave around like 3-4 a.m. Previously, so it's like we have a lot of time in which I can be productive and still spend time with her. And in the middle of that, we can like take breaks, and she can go on her phone, and I can go to my desk and work area, and reply back to things and stuff. So I feel more engaged with things. I feel like there is a purpose. I know it's super early to say all of that compared to like where I was 24 hours ago, the kind of conversation I was having with her, and just like within a day to now start having different conversations with her about rather like engaging conversation as opposed to downer conversations about like doom and gloom and just it's not. There should always be like sexual tension and chemistry, even if it doesn't lead to that. It's fun. It's fun flirting. It's fun to have this pull push teasing game, and that's kind of what I'm after, is the whole experience. It's not just the climax, but rather just the whole like fishing aspect of it. It's a sport. It's a means of self-growth. It doesn't have to make sense to everyone. I'm not going to try to make it make sense to everyone or anyone. It just, for me, it's working right now, and that's all I need to proceed and continue. I'm eager for like this is the kind of thing that would make me want to wake up every day looking forward to the day, and so excited that I can't sleep because the next day is a set of adventures, whether it's in texts or calls or meeting up or dates or planning dates or travel plans or travel dates are what I'm shooting for ideally. And there's so much self-improvement in the process that I need to transform myself. And today, as I was just thinking to myself, I was like, I actually do have a lot to offer. I think like very charismatic and clever and funny, or can be, or teasing. I'm not boring, is what I'm trying to say. And I think that's something. That's at least something to begin. I'm a creative thinker. I like to bring up interesting points or ask interesting questions. I'm not like shy. I'm not scared to push the line, to test where her boundaries are. So I like those aspects of me, and I want to explore that more. I want to, like, through this process, also discover more of me. It's a means of discovery. Like, it's just, you get to know yourself through these challenges and setbacks, and I'm not afraid of rejection. I'm not afraid to shoot my shot. And play the numbers game, and like, it's like in business and in personal life, so much of this is a numbers game. Or, when you see the average looking guy with the gorgeous girl, it's just he kept trying, or he was persistent. And there are some girls that I am aware of, like that are in my like beginning of conversations and chats, and in my like inbox of conversations, that I would like to try to push for more, but I could also lose the connection. So it's a fine balance of trying to figure that out, and also be willing to like lose the connection, because at least it's not going to stay in like limbo and unknown. So it's such an interesting game that is like I love solving the Rubik's Cube and that sort of challenge, and this is like that for me, where I'm trying to configure and figure out the permutations of each character, and it's like everyone is a new book of figuring things out, and it's fun. It's fun. So with that, I am gonna try to dive into some productive work before she gets here, which could be in the next 10-15 minutes. At least I can send out some texts and begin to get the ball rolling. But otherwise, I feel very happy about today, which is a micro step to tomorrow, and that's a micro step to the next day. But removing myself from the normal environment that I was kind of feeling, the drudgery and the doom and gloom of like wasting my life, to now having this outlook, and being able to see the hustle and bustle of a growing city. It is giving me new life, and that's very interesting to me. How it's bringing out this like more energetic, lively side of me that wants to experience, that wants to like actually do stuff, as opposed to like dismissing it, like, oh, I know how that's gonna be, or like it's just like I've been in a place where I don't even want to do some things because I know what it's gonna be like already, and like it feels hopeless to even begin. So yeah, this is very nice. I mean, I have a date tomorrow with a girl that is so gorgeous. Like, she is someone that I wouldn't mind getting into a relationship with. Like, that kind of like, yeah. I just started this journey. I hope she doesn't mess it up, in the sense of like, she and I have great chemistry, and it turns into something, and then I have to reconfigure this whole thing, because as much as like it is a game of lust and pursuits, I would trade it all for love. That is priceless, but of course, in trying to find that, you have to go through this web of games, and you can't just give your heart to everyone. It kind of turns you into a dark person when everyone starts abusing it or mistreating it, and so then you begin to create walls around it and protect it, and then it becomes too guarded, and then no one can get access to it, and that's where like the filtration level becomes extremely high, and the girl that I'm meeting up with tomorrow, which I almost don't even have the money for. So I between today and tomorrow, I need to figure that out. of getting my financial, which is exciting, which definitely drives the behavior of like, let me work on the financial side because I have like this amazing adventure waiting for me. And that's what I've been missing. That's what I've been craving, is like money for what? Something that really ignites me from within. And that this is doing that for me. So with that, I'll update you with how it goes with the girl that's coming over right now, and what happens between now and tomorrow's date, which is that the well, I want to start counting these dates. The first date is something that already happened in Miami, and there's a long story behind that. It was kind of like a blind date set up by life at Nobu. So I will tell the longer story of that another time. But I do want to start counting these dates and laying out kind of how they happened and what happened, and then what happened afterwards, what went well, what didn't go well, what are the things that I could have done better, and just the whole analysis of it, and figuring it out, the play-by-play review of how the date got set up and how it went and whatnot. So with that, let me continue this momentum that is building up for an incredible shift in my psychology and my behavior and my daily routines. And I just have to keep feeling like, okay, a new me is shedding. Like just keep it going, like, just that self-talk, just that, like, yes, like feeling proud and productive and hopeful and progressive. All of that stuff is priceless, and I'm beginning to feel the slightest glimpse of that, which is enough. It's like the first sign of seeing results in the mirror from the gym. It just like is so exciting, like, hey, I couldn't do that before, or I didn't see that muscle before, or that size, that chest, or the width of the shoulders, and whatever it is, it is so seductive. And that is kind of where I am, is that earliest glimpse of seductivity. So I'll catch you with further updates, but so far it's already been quite a wonderful shift in my life. Peace.